All right, so you guys remember the dude from the VR6? He didn't like that he got gapped by a Honda, so he went and he bought himself a WRX. And we don't know what actually is wrong with it. He paid $2,700 for it. It's a manual. It's turboed, and obviously probably burns oil because it has no oil in it. So he's gonna add some oil. Runs and drives good. That's what they said. But we were gonna buy it to flip it, but he decided to keep it. He says he wanted it. It was a good deal. I was gonna, we were gonna buy it to flip it, but he said he wanted to keep this one because he's always wanted one, and he wants to have something to race with. So it's a pretty cool car. It's all intact. So he's pretty excited about it. He already called out Sam in his EG hatch. So yeah, he said he needed a little TLC, but you guys can see with a bunch of DIYs. The exhaust fell, or he unwelded, cracked, whatever from there. So literally it's not doing anything there. Looks like somebody tried welding it, a bunch of peanuts, and that didn't work, so they used the wire to hang it. So, oh, Nidam, give me the jumper.
Ale.
It's already blown. It's been parked. It smokes because it's been parked for the longest time. You can see the rotors. Ya se atoró el mofle. Mira, está bien acostado para acá.
Ya gané, vato, todo ni jugaba.
It has suspension damage, huh?
Yeah.
It probably has a bent rod or a bent subframe. Ya lo despedazaste todo.
¿Qué, vato? ¿Cómo te sientes? ¿Cómo te sientes con este carro? Mira, él te va a enseñar. Él te va a enseñar cómo se usan estos, vato. Ah, tienes...
Del power tu buen de ese.
Se quebró la suspensión ahora sí. Este vato.
Ahora sí se quebró.
Ahora sí se quebró, vato.
Pero es lo que hace, este hace lo que quiere, mira.
Ah.
Let me see.
No está tan mal. Yo pensé que estaba sumida para adentro. All right, we came back to the Suburban. Joseph bought it because he needs a winter car. Runs and drives good. You can hear it idling. It runs really good. 4-wheel drive works. Ted's drove it. He actually ended up getting it for $850. So not a bad deal. We're gonna go home and see who runs and drives. Just reverse, he says, but we'll see. All right, this is a 99 Honda Prelude. Quick little rundown on this car. Some dude that we know here, local in town, he came over and offered it to me. He said if I wanted to buy it. I told him I was gonna think about it because I've been buying and selling cars like crazy. So when he came over, I had like 6 cars. I told him I would wait, and I had not seen the car. This thing's it has an H22. It's got an H22A in it. It's a JDM H22A. It runs and drives. He came over saying first he wanted to fix it. It had suspension problems. You guys can see the wheel. It sits very back, and he says he swerves to the sides. The interior is clean. Actually, it's really clean. It's got the stock floor mats. That one there too says Prelude. The car overall, it's in good shape. He came over, he offered it to me. He said he wanted $800. Runs and drives. He just didn't want to deal with it. The paint is not the greatest. I don't even know if it's the original paint or not. Let me see. Well, it's been repainted, but the original color, it's silver. You can see it here. So it's been resprayed at one point. It has, well, it doesn't matter because the engine, it's been replaced, but the body reads 187k miles. I don't know if it's a clean title. I didn't ask. Runs and drives. They drove it here. Runs and drives. Everything's good with it. So I told him I'd hit him. I told him I would hit him back. I was gonna think about it, or I was gonna let him know. I was really gonna buy it just to pull the swap out and shove it in something else. All right, so this is a 2017 Toyota Sienna. It belongs to one of a customer. When I started working with Ricardo, I didn't really have time to work on her cars because she's very demanding and she wants stuff done right away. Long story short, she took the car to another shop here in town. I'm not gonna say any names, but to me, they were trying to scam her. She's a Korean lady. She doesn't know nothing about cars. She just really, whatever you tell her, she will pay. But in this case, she thought it was too much money. They were trying to charge her almost $2,000 to do the water pump, timing belt, and tensioner. Well, she brought it over to me, and I look at the quote, and to me, it was kind of surprising because I know that Toyota changed their engines. I think it's in 2014 and up. They don't have timing belts no more. They have timing chains. So in the quote, they were trying to charge her like $2,000 to replace the water pump, timing belt, and do the rest of the fluids, and obviously replace whatever they needed while they were there. But that was kind of a no-brainer. And I told her that's a lot of money. The water pump on these things, they sit on the outside. They're belt driven through the serpent belt, not the timing belt no more. The water pump sits right there. Those bolts that you see that are spinning, that's the water pump. So yeah, I'm not sure they were trying to scam her, but yeah, they were going to charge her a lot of money to do that. I don't know how many hours he calls for. I don't have the book to look, but I mean, I'll probably charge her like $400 maybe to replace that water pump. That's just for labor, whatever the water pump costs us. I think on the paper I saw the water pump's like $200. But this thing has 80,000 miles in it. It's a 2017. It has 80,000 miles in it, and it's a Toyota. I really doubt it needs a water pump. Why would it need a water pump? It doesn't overheat. It doesn't do nothing. They just, apparently those guys were trying to tell her, let's replace the timing belt, and while we're there, let's replace the water pump. But there's no need for it. The van doesn't overheat. The van doesn't leak. They just thought it was like an update or maintenance for the timing belt to be replaced, but I don't know what kind of chop is that. These things don't have a timing belt no more. They have a timing chain. So in other words, I'm going to tell her I can replace it, but there's no need for it. That's how much it's going to be. Or I wouldn't replace it. I mean, it's a Toyota at the end. Imagine I go ask for that and they say they want to sell it too. Anyways, we came to look at another flipper. This is kind of a flipper and parts car. We're not sure yet. I'm gonna check it out, see what we do. That's a rod knot. Yeah, that's a rod knot. We have a 2002 Lexus that has the same engine, same drivetrain.
Yeah.
And that's what we wanted. We wanted the transmission, but I told my partner we're gonna see if it's something that's worth fixing or we just pull the transmission out.
Yeah, I mean it drives and everything.
Yeah.
Like I said, it would not make it to Madrid.
Yeah, no, that's why we brought the trailer. But it seems like it's in good shape.
Yeah, and actually, it's missing. The only thing it's missing is the door handle. This one on the other side, but I have it. I have the door handle.
Okay.
So a new one.
Yeah.
So, that's not wrong.
Oh. What's up with that Mustang?
I've had that for a minute. Yeah, it's only got the 200 inline six. I mean, it runs. And actually,
This is your project or what?
Oh no, it's done.
Oh, it's done?
Yeah. I don't know.
Man. You're restoring it?
Yeah.
Yeah?
It's everything is original in it. You can tell even the seats got a little cracking. The paint's got a little bit of oxidation, but yeah.
That's a beautiful car.
Oh, thank you.
Why do you have it out here in the snow?
Well, I just got home. I've been gone for 2 weeks.
Oh.
And so I have a cover for it I'm going to put on it. I also have a 73 FJ40 Land Cruiser in there.
Oh, is it like the one that's out there in the corner?
Oh, similar.
Yeah?
In there, and then I got a couple Harleys in there too. I just got a bunch of projects.
Yeah? Oh, that's nice. I saw that one, the white one on the corner when I pulled up. I was like, man, that's a nice one.
No, mine's in way rougher shape.
Oh, rougher shape. I thought you said nicer.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, if you have the title, I'll go ahead and load it up and let you eat, and I'll be out of here. So that Subaru that we bought, that the dude that's working with me, he's keeping, we cannot find. It has a broken strut. That's the only thing that's wrong with it. I think, obviously, front end damage. It hit something, and I think it was more suspension wise. It broke that strut, and this is a weird one for me. I didn't know this. This is a 2007 WRX, and it's an Impreza WRX, but we didn't know that there is a model out there that it's a TR model, and that TR model is pretty much like it has no sunroof. So the TR model stands for tuner ready. And this thing's pretty much like a WRX. It's like buying it's kind of like in a Honda buying an RS, STI clone. This is kind of what it is. It's like the basic stuff, and we didn't know this thing has a 2.5 in it. So I thought all WRXs were 2.0, but this one's a 2.5. It runs good. It's the exhaust. It's already been replaced. You guys remember those freebies that we got? It looks like it's cracked, but it's not. It's just the way it looks, but it's not cracked. Yeah. It's just the shape of the welds, but it's not cracked. You guys remember that exhaust and the oil, the intercooler and all the charge pipes they left in the front? Well, that was one of them, and it's, like I said, see? It's perfect. Otherwise, we had to weld it and whatnot, but we just threw it on there. Thanks to that dude that let me have it. And I don't know, it's just meant to be. He was right there, we put it on. Anyways, it's already been detailed. He detailed it all on the inside, cleaned it all up. It looks really nice. It's all there. And it's ready to go, but we cannot find that strut. We've just found out that strut, it's pretty much an STI, so we're gonna have to look for an STI strut. I've been calling BNR, LKQ, and local wrecking yards. Nobody has it. No one's parting out an STI. We already tried all the auto parts, and they keep sending them the wrong ones. We went through like 3, none of them fit. So the car was already, he had been taking space, so what he did, he just pulled it off, and I mean, he put it back together, and he just parked it here, and we're looking for the 2 front struts. Oh, this thing has aftermarket coilovers. I'll put a picture of how it snapped. The top half, the strut broke on the top,